everybody, it is I, Joshua Cobblepot, and... will you shut up for once? Anyway, you're probably wondering, well, why is he wearing such a large warm coat? And obviously, there are two reasons. Number one, it's yellow, and who doesn't love yellow? And number two is because, believe it or not, as I'm filming this, it's actually quite cold. Which is strange because what we're going to be talking about today is quite the opposite. That's right, in case you haven't already guessed, this documentary is all about volcanoes. What you just watched was a video of a volcano called Krakatoa erupting in 2018. Now, we'll be learning all about Krakatoa and a few other volcanoes later in the documentary, but before we do so, you have to learn how volcanoes are formed in the first place. Deep below the Earth's surface, rock is heated up by the Earth's hot core. This molten rock is called magma, and it's stored in large chambers underground. Sometimes, if the pressure in the chamber is too high, the magma can escape and rocket up towards the surface. As soon as the magma goes above the surface, it becomes lava. The lava shoots up out of the ground and into the sky, and this is what we call an eruption. After many eruptions, a mountain is formed by the now solid lava rock with a hole in the centre where lava comes out. And there you have a volcano. Now that you know all about how volcanoes are formed, I figured you might want to come and visit a real life one, which is why I've come to Yellowstone Park in Wyoming. Or Wyoming? Wyoming? Who knows? Anyway, you've probably noticed that I've had to take off my wonderful yellow coat, and the reason is, all this steam behind me is making me quite hot. So hot in fact, I might have to take off my wonderful yellow beret. Now, the reason there is so much steam behind me is because I've decided to visit Steamboat Geyser, the tallest active geyser in the world. What is a geyser, I hear you ask? And no, it's not that kind of geyser. To quote Mr. Dictionary, a geyser is a hot spring in which water intermittently boils, sending a tall column of water and steam into the air. How interesting! Let's see what else we can find at Yellowstone Park. Walking around the park for quite a while now, and as I was in the gift shop, I stumbled across this young man whose name is... Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir, I don't believe I got your name. The name's Miguel McGill, but you'll call me sir or madam. Right, okay, and what is it that you exactly do here? I'm just a park ranger, you know. Make sure everything's okay, no one's blown up, just the usual stuff. Wow, sounds like an interesting job. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Well, Miguel, you see, I'm filming a documentary all about volcanoes, and I was wondering if you'd be able to tell me about the volcano here at Yellowstone. Yeah, sure thing. So, the first thing that you need to know is that Yellowstone isn't just a volcano. It's actually a supervolcano, which means that it has a VEI of over 8. Right, and what does that exactly mean? I don't actually remember. Let me just ask Ranger Thompson. Ranger Thompson, what does VEI mean again? Oh yeah, thanks. So VEI stands for Volcanic Explosivity Index, and if that was over 8, it means that all the dust and debris that would fall if the volcano were to erupt would be over 1,000 kilometers cubed. Wow, I know, pretty bad, huh? Luckily for us, Yellowstone isn't actually overdue an eruption like many people think it is. You see, Yellowstone last erupted 640,000 years ago, and scientists now believe that Yellowstone only erupts every 725,000 years. So, I'll let you do the math. Hang on. What's that? Ranger Thompson. Ranger Thompson, are you okay? Oh no, it's not the gnomes again, is it? Oh, the gnomes are back. Excuse me, did you say gnomes? Yeah, there's these garden gnomes. They come around here every summer, and they just trash the place. Now it sounds like they've actually killed Ranger Thompson. Look, I've got to go. I'm sorry. Well, he was unique. I think I'm going to head back home now, but we can talk about a different volcano on the way home. Finally out of that place. I got collared by some squirrels near the end. Right. Very good. Beret on. Seatbelt fastened. Safety first. Keys in the ignition. Brum, 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 off we go. So then, the next volcano I've decided to teach you about is called Kilauea, and there should be a photo coming up on the screen now. No, not killer whale, Kilauea, the volcano. Can't do anything right, honestly. Anyway, the volcano is located in Hawaii, which is known for its many volcanoes, but what makes this one so amazing is how active it is. In fact, it's one of the most active volcanoes in the world. Its current eruption cycle started on January the 3rd, 1983, and it's still going now. Now, another thing that you should know about this volcano is that... Hey! Get out the way, Yellow! What do you think you're doing? Oh, gosh, there are some idiots out there, aren't there? Anyway, what was I talking about? Yes, Kilauea. Now, not only is this volcano extremely active, but it's also very dangerous. Starting in March 2018, scientists detected high pressure underneath the volcano, and on May 4th, it erupted. By May 9th, 27 houses have been destroyed by the volcano and earthquakes caused by it, and on May 21st, 2 lava streams reached the Pacific Ocean. By June 25th, the number of houses destroyed by the volcano had reached 657. Luckily, nobody died, but it was still a very sad day for all those people that lost their homes. Speaking of home, we've just made it back, so I'll take these in and I'll see you inside. Now, earlier in the documentary I showed you a video of a volcano called Krakatoa erupting in 2018, but in case you missed it, here it is again. Now this eruption was terrible, and it did cause a deadly tsunami that sadly killed 426 people, but even that was nothing compared to the 1883 eruption of Krakatoa. The eruption started in August of that year, and although it only lasted for 2 days, temperatures around the world dropped by over a degree for 5 years after it. 70% of Krakatoa and the surrounding islands were destroyed by the eruption, and it also caused 20 million tons of sulphur to be released into the air. It was one of the most destructive and deadly volcanic events in history, with 36,417 recorded deaths. The explosions were so violent that they could be heard over 3,000 kilometers away, and the noise travelled around the world 4 times before it could finally no longer be heard. The sound burst eardrums of people over 64 kilometers away, and it was the loudest noise ever recorded. And just like that, we've reached the end of the documentary. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you learnt a lot about volcanoes, and with that, all that's left for me to say is goodbye, and thanks for watching. Die, Mr. Banana. No, you die, Mr. Banana. Get away, you banana, stupid. What? Why are you still here? It's the end. You can go. Go!